Hey, by the way, do you have a girl you like? Huh? What's with that all of a sudden?
なんとなく。
Thought I would ask. Thought you would ask, huh?
ほら、不良ってさ、意味もなくかっこよく見えたりするらしいでしょ？
Well, you see, don't delinquents appear to be pretty cool for no reason?
だから大体彼女持ちじゃない？
And most of the time they have girlfriends. I wonder where she got that impression from. That's an unusual bias you have there.
違うの？
Am I wrong? At the very least, that's pretty hard to manage here at this school. You're asking for the teacher's attention by going out with a delinquent.
ひょっとしてあんた、そんなこと気にして彼女作らないとか？
Are you telling me you don't have a girlfriend just because you're worried about that? That's not really why. There aren't any girls who's strange enough to want to go out with me now, are there?
いたら付き合うの？
If there was, would you go out with her?
もしさ、あんたのこと好きって子がいたら付き合う？
If there's a girl who likes you, would you go out with her? Depends on the girl. I answer after briefly considering it. Well, that's only natural. I have the right to pick who to go out with, too. Kyo considers my answer, her fingers covering her lips.
それもそうね。
I guess that's true.
来るもの拒まずなんてやつだったら、惚れちゃった子の方がかわいそうだもんね。
It'd be kind of sad for a girl to fall in love with a guy who won't turn anyone down. She folds her arms and nods in agreement. So, why did you ask all of a sudden?
別に。
No reason.
特に意味はないわよ。
I wasn't after anything specific. That aside, what about you? Huh? You with anyone yourself?
何言ってんのよ。この私よ。
What are you saying? It's me you're talking about. Yeah, what about you? Her smile freezes. Say something.
まあ、いいじゃない、そんなこと。
Well, isn't that okay?
なんていうか、ほら、私がその気になれば、彼氏の一人や二人なんてボボーンとさ。
How should I put this? If I ever feel like it, I can easily score myself a boyfriend or two, right? Right, my foot. If you're trying to avoid the subject, that just means you don't have anything to say.
何よ、その顔は。
Come on, what's with that look? Nothing.
私はあんたと違って作らないだけなんだからね。
It's different for me. I'm just not trying to get myself a boyfriend.
一緒にしないでよ。
Don't put me on the same level. Well, I'm not trying to get a girlfriend either. Don't get me wrong.
なあもう、ああ言えばこういう。
Ah, jeez, whatever I say, you pick at it. That goes for you too.
Eh?
What? Suddenly, the classroom door slides open and someone hurriedly runs inside. He trips in front of the teacher's desk and marvelously slides headfirst into the space between Kyo and me. All the dust on the ground is sent flying in the air. Found a new game to play, huh? Having fun?
それどころじゃないよ。
Now isn't the time for that! Sunahara pants heavily as drops of sweat run down his forehead. He looks toward the classroom entrance.
どうしたのよ。
What's wrong?
どうもこうもない。さっき廊下で女の子とぶつかったんだ。
Nothing. I just bumped into a girl in the hallway. And you ran away because of that?
最悪ね。
You're the worst.
違う。角で出会い頭だったんだよ。
No, we bumped into each other at the corner.
それってすごく運命的だと思わない？
Don't you think that'd be like something fate had intended?
登校中トースト加えて走る転校生にぶつかるのと同じくらいさ。
It's almost the same as running into a transfer student chewing on a piece of toast on the way to school. Sunahara says passionately and clenches his fist. Just what kind of dream does this guy have?
で、結局何が言いたいわけ？
So, what are you trying to say?
可愛かったんだ。
She was cute. So,
だから運命だよ。赤い糸、ニューライフ。
I'm telling you, it's fate, the red string. It's a new life.
わかんないわよ。
I don't get it.
お前の妹の占い。きっと運命の赤い糸の主だと思ったんだよ。
Your sister's fortune. I thought she was the one I was bound to by the red string of fate.
だから口説いたんだ。
So I flirted with her.
どうやってよ。
What'd you do?
いきなり抱きついてみた。
I suddenly hugged her. This guy's such an idiot.
そしたらいきなり叫ぶんだぜ。
Then-
泣きながらさ。
She suddenly screamed and cried.
そこに
And after that... All of a sudden, the door slides open violently. And there stands, if I remember correctly, that's one of the third years from the rugby club. You can clearly see he's pretty pissed. Tsunohara lets off a soft shriek and hides behind me and Kyo.
おい、この教室に金髪の野郎が逃げてこなかったか？
Hey, did some blonde guy run into this classroom?
人の彼女に突然不埒なことをした不届き者だ。
The jackass was messing with my girlfriend.
ごまかしてくれ。
Help me out here. Kyo and I take a step away from each other. Then we point at the space in between us.
そこかこら！
There you are!
あんたら鬼か。
You guys are demons!
ちょっと便所まで面貸せ。
Let's go have a little chat in the bathroom. Tsunohara gets dragged out of the room. His life of hardships will soon come to an end. Eh?
死んじゃうのもある意味終止符よね。
Well, dying is in a sense an end too. Yeah. The two of us continue to gaze at the open door for a while. A bell rings to signal the start of afternoon classes. I take my seat, annoyed that I'm stuck at this desk for the next however long. Hearing the same sound, Kyo dashes out of the classroom.
Oi, Okazaki.
Hey, Okazaki. A voice calls out to me right as the period ends, but I quickly realize it's just my teacher's. Like a good student, I decide to ignore it.
聞こえないのか、Okazaki?
Can you not hear me, Okazaki? Ugh, he's so persistent. What is it? I raise my head while answering him, a tone of distrust and annoyance heard in my voice. My homeroom teacher walks right up to me.
角原はどこだ？
Where's Tsunohara? Tsunohara? I look at the desk next to mine. He's right, Tsunohara's not there. Who knows?
探して連れてきてくれないか？
Could you find him and bring him to me? What, me?
そう、お前だ、Okazaki。
Yes, Okazaki, you. Why?
お前なら見当がつくんじゃないのかと思ってだよ。
Because I think you'd have a good idea where he might be. Nope, nothing comes to mind.
そうか。
I see.
なら、お前を代わりに呼ぶことになるぞ。
In that case, you'll be coming with me in his place. Where to?
もちろん、職員室だよ。
The teacher's room, of course. Why?
Okazaki、お前は自分の遅刻の数を知ってるのか？
Do you know how many times you've been late to school, Okazaki? I'm not as bad as Tsunohara, though. At least I show up before lunch.
そういうの、50歩100歩と言うんだぞ。
That might matter to you, but teachers don't really make that kind of distinction.
とにかく、角原がいないんだったら、順番としてはお前になるんだよ。
In any case, if Tsunohara's not here, you're next on the list. What a depressing situation this is. But if it means I can skip class after this, it seems wisest to just do as he says and look for Tsunohara. Okay, I understand. I'll go find him. I turn around and start walking.
おい、Okazaki、今からじゃないぞ。授業が終わってからだぞ。
Hey, Okazaki, not right now, after classes are over. I pretend not to hear that last bit. Now that I've got plausible deniability, and can blame him if I get scolded for skipping out. Now I've got plausible deniability and can blame him if I get scolded for skipping out on the rest of the day. Words are hard. I'm certain that Tsunohara was right around during lunch. But I'm not sure if he was around to take 5th period. I slept through the whole thing. Maybe the rugby team dragged him off somewhere. If that's the case, he's probably in some dark corner of the school now, never to be seen again. The thought makes me lose my will to find him. Wandering around at random is just getting boring. I begin to think about where he could be. Nothing comes to mind. Honestly, I don't really care where he is at this point. I'll go back. Just as I turn around, I remember something. There used to be a perfect place to nap in the old school building. It was the reference room on the first floor. something tells me if we go sleep, there'll be an interesting event waiting for us. Up until 3 years ago, this place was still a library. However, an upperclassman told me it was criticized for its size, apparently not befitting that of a college-track school. In response, the school constructed another, much bigger library on a different floor, and as a result, this place was demoted to a reference room to store books deemed unnecessary to the new library. As it's known for being the storehouse of unwanted books, no one thinks much about visiting this place, thus rendering it permanently dull. Thanks to that, it's so quiet here, the perfect place to take a nap. I open the door and peek inside. The stillness greets me like an old friend. I've lost count of how many times I've come here to sleep during classes since last year. It's just as big as a regular classroom, but neatly filled with bookshelves and desks. I walk inside, finding my way to the usual seat near the window. The chair's backrest becomes my pillow as I sit down, looking up to face the ceiling. I close my eyes. I can hear the bell ringing. Classes must be over. The sound of the school bell is followed immediately by the sound of a swiftly opened door. A small voice. Welcome! Sorry for having made you wait. I raise my eyelids. A female student is standing right next to me. Me? Yes, welcome to the reference room. Shouldn't I be the one to say that? Is there anything you want today? She's patiently waiting for an answer. The style in which she's approaching me is strikingly similar to that of a waitress. Hot coffee. Well, why not? Hi. Understood. She briskly steps away. Are you serious? I decide to just sit still and wait. Here you go. A steamy cup of coffee is put in front of me, even carefully equipped with a saucer. I lift the cup to my lips. It's good! Thank you very much. Her eyes still haven't left me. Maybe she is still taking orders. Omelette rice. I can't make that here. So there's no omelette rice. What am I thinking? It's obvious there's no place to cook here. Then why is she still waiting for me like that? Don't tell me. Then I'll have a haircut. Please, leave the sideburns as they are. What are you talking about? I guess that's asking too much. Not to mention it'd be quite a hassle cleaning all the hair off the ground if she gave me a haircut here. Just what does she want from me? Or perhaps the lady standing before me is asking for that. There's only one thing to do between a young man and a woman in this place where no one ever goes. I slowly stand up from the chair and step toward the girl in silence. Then I stretch out my hand. Would you dance with me? Hi. Sure. She puts her hand in mine. Like hell I would dance here. I shake her hand away. Hi. Yes? The stillness of my own actions is giving me a headache. Or silliness. I didn't realize I could be so naive. So we're not going to dance? Of course not. That's a pity. First of all, who are you? Are you aware that you just spoke to a man you've never seen before in your life and even made coffee for him? Sorry, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Yukine Miyazawa.
優秀の美の優に20世紀の木、それに丁寧の寧と書きます。
The characters for Yukine are Yu from Yushu no Bi, crowning glory, followed by Ki from 20th Seki, 20th century, and ended with Ne from Teine, politeness. I think that's how she said it.
雪音は優秀の美の優に20世紀の木、それに丁寧の寧と書きます。
Teine. Huh.
よろしければ お名前お聞かせ願えますか？覚えておきますので。
If it's alright with you, could you please tell me your name? I'll make sure to remember it. Mine's not anything that's worth remembering.
いえ、人の顔と名前を覚えるのは自信ありますので。
Actually, I'm pretty good at remembering faces and names.
これまでもたくさんの方のお名前覚えてきたんですよ。
Believe me, I have remembered the names of many people. That's not what I meant, though. But explaining it to her is too much of a bother. Okazaki.
下は？
And your first name is? Do I have to tell you my first name too?
はい、お願いします。
Please, I insist. Tomoya.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much.
恵比寿智也さんですね。
So you're Tomoya Ibisu-san. Wrong.
はい。
Sorry? After all that talk about being good at remembering names, you've already forgotten mine after like 3 seconds?
あ、すみません。恵比寿さんはまた別の方でした。
I'm sorry. Ibisu-san was a different person. Okazaki.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much.
岡崎智也さん。通りな千のかさぶたを持つ男でいいですか？
So your street name is the man with 1,000 scabs, right? I don't have a street name.
失礼しました。他の方とごっちゃになってしまいました。
I'm so sorry. I've confused you with another person again. You mean the other guy has a street name? I must say, she's kind of strange. Maybe I shouldn't get involved with her. Not to mention what she's doing. What's she doing here all alone? You know.
は
Yes? Thank you for the introduction, but you haven't answered my question.
い。はい。
Sorry? Why did you speak to someone like me?
すみません。
I'm sorry.
お邪魔でしたか？
Did I bother you? Yeah. This is the reference room, right? Maybe I was just some guy who came here to look for some old books.
そうなんですか。それでしたら私がお手伝いしますね。
I see. If that's the case, please let me help.
どのような本をお探しでしょうか？
What kind of book are you looking for? No, I'm not looking for anything.
はあ、そうですか。
I see. You want to help that much?
ご迷惑でしたか？
Am I bothering you? Well, I wouldn't put it that way. Are you the manager here?
自分ではそのつもりです。
That's how I would describe it.
ここは昔は図書室だったんですよ。
This place used to be a library. Yeah, I know about that.
そうですか。
Really?
私は今でもここを図書室だと思ってるんです。
Even now, this is still a library to me.
私はさしずめこの第二図書室の図書委員といったところですね。
So in one way or another, I'm the librarian of the second library. If you say so.
はい。
Yes. So in other words, she's someone who cares a lot about the old books being stored here. And that's why she's trying to be helpful to me. She thinks I'm interested in these books. That's all there is. The school bell rings.
授業ですね。
It's time for class. Yeah.
それでは。
Well then. She bows lightly and heads to the door. I raise my voice. The girl stops and turns around to face me.
は
Yes. Thanks for the coffee.
い。はい。
Yes. Then, with a smile, she walks away. I wonder when she started nesting here. It was such a good place to sleep. I wear a sleep here no matter what. I lie down on the floor. The chilly tiles startle me at first, but it doesn't take long for my body to get used to the temperature. I wake up. How long did I sleep for? My eyes turn to the clock. School's already over. Shit, I didn't make it to homeroom. I force my body to stand up. As I do, I notice the girl is already in the room watching me. Her name is Miyazawa, I think?
おはようございます。
Good morning. I'm gonna go back for one quick second just to see what happens if I do return to the classroom. If there are people coming here, it's the last thing to do. Fine, class it is then. returned to the classroom soon. I was still MIA. He can go have fun on his own. Doesn't show. Yeah, I figured. I head to the drama club room by myself. Ooh. Yeah. I want to see more of Miyazawa. But does that mean we're gonna get in trouble with Nagisa for not going into the drama club room? Well, I guess we'll find out. Good morning. Yeah, morning. It no longer matters if I rush back to classroom or not. I roughly scratch my chest and throw my butt down on the chair. Do you want some coffee? Yeah, sure. She closes her book and stands up. She then steps toward the window and stops to stand in front of a shelf, on which an electric kettle is placed. Hot water is dripping into the coffee pot. Shortly after, the scent of steamed coffee beans drifts throughout the room. It's quite a tantalizing aroma. Here you go. A cup of coffee, along with a saucer, is put in front of me. Gracias. I raise my hand to pick up the cup and bring it to my lips. I always love the coffee you make. Stop that, Tomoya-san. You're embarrassing me. What's there to feel embarrassed about? I'm just telling the truth. No, it really is embarrassing. Not many people say nice things, say things that nice to me. Perhaps feeling too shy to face me after what I've just said, she stands up from the chair. Then she walks over to the window. It's a really beautiful day today. Don't you feel wasteful spending a day like this sleeping? I guess so. Very well. It has been a while anyway. Let's go out, just the two of us. Yes. Stop! What is this? Some kind of couples play on a Sunday morning? Huh? This is the reference room, right? That is correct. I didn't expect this place to be so dangerously relaxing. To be honest, though, that's all thanks to her being here. Stop playing along with whatever I say, will you? I'll just get carried away. Huh? I pour the rest of my cup down my throat. Good coffee. Well then, thanks for treating me. You're welcome. Please come again. Is she trying to make a circle of old book lovers or something? Maybe, when I feel like it. With that said, I walk away, leaving the reference room behind.